All right. Well, everybody's seen I've done some extensive videos on Ghost of Yōtei, many of which are very controversial because of my staunch opinions on video games, particularly surrounding wokeness. And I have some deep feelings about Ghost of Yōtei, particularly because I feel like they've never created the Japanese, open world feudal Japan game of my dreams. They made Shadows, which sucked balls. Ghost of Tsushima is great, but it's more like The Witcher, meets feudal Japan. For me, feudal Japan game of my dreams just hasn't been made. They need to make a Skyrim feudal Japan type experience. They need to make an Oblivion type open world, do whatever you want, be whoever you want to be, character customization, open world single player story elements, feudal Japan game, and they just haven't made it. And they keep making these kinds of games. And for me, you know, a character in a video game has to embody something I believe in. And, nowadays with the world of video games being able to literally capture someone's face and put it into a video game, when you have insufferable twats like Erika Ishii and they pop her in a video game, and my heart goes out to you Ghosts of Tsushima fans because I know that people feel very strongly about it. It looks like a perfectly serviceably great, you know, Witcher 3 like experience for feudal Japan. A great setting for video games, but they just keep screwing up. Look at her face. And a lot of people are saying this looks exactly like Ghost of Tsushima. And like I said in previous videos, they probably literally just copy pasted the engine in, like, let's open up Ghost of Tsushima.exe, put Erika Ishii's face in, build a new little place for you to go in, and it's basically Ghost of Tsushima 1.4 woman DLC. Um, it's unsavory to say the absolute least, and yeah, I don't know. It's just it's kind of one of those things that in gaming where they just had to. PlayStation Studios has a network of extremely woke studios, and to a point where they're just going to be begging for a chud victory over all the men out there who loved Ghost of Tsushima. Let's take and put Erika Ishii at the helm of a fucking adventure, and now she's the greatest thing ever. So I mean, they had to do it. So I mean, we look at Yōtei controversy. Look what it says at the very top here. Yet the controversy surrounding Yōtei is equally childish and disgusting. The announcement of a female main character, I have nothing wrong with a female character. I have nothing really wrong with it, but when you have a game that traditionally had a male protagonist in it, men wanted to be this guy cool samurai, and you just shoehorn in a fucking woman. That in itself is annoying, but to put salt in a deep infected wound, they had to put this woman in it. So look at this banger tweet from Tycho Dragon on June 4th. Erika Ishii is a raging leftist, possibly the worst in the industry. Nothing wrong with a female lead, but with her at the helm, you're guaranteed to get absolute woke nonsense. 790 likes. This was a very controversial thing. I'm sure the comments are just absolutely on fire in that. I remember that one. Um, so I mean that is the truth of the matter. And this woman is look at what she wears, look how she presents herself. You know, she's a not obnoxious person, and that's like, yeah. Look at going all the way back to September, we had people warning about this. Just so we all understand, Erika Ishii didn't commit a crime. She didn't do anything illegal. That's just actually what hating her for. Look at that. Like, really? Do you want that person in your fucking video game? That person you look up to if you're a Ghost of Tsushima fan? She's a woman who got it herself she snaked her way into the industry and with this annoying smile, and these people do this, and the gaming industry is full of these kinds of people. They really didn't do anything to deserve what they got. Ugh, people like this. Waiting in line for her. Oh my god, these people, man. These are the type of people. These people, the weird drawing people, the weird Twitter profile pictures, them, the she, hers, the weird anime fetishes. There are these people out there who are really hate the fact that there's controversy surrounding it. So if we go into just type in Yōtei on X, look at this video of her. Oh, and God. Oh man, she looks like she's got like a beer belly or something going on there. God, that's hilarious. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's the true nature of her. Really embarrassing stuff, and I feel sorry for you, Yōtei Bros. Now I never played Ghost of Tsushima. I thought it was pretty good, but I didn't like the fact that you're like stuck as one main character, and I just had never really got into it. I'm still waiting for that feudal Japan game of my dreams where I could just immerse myself in this. Like obviously Shadows is a piece of shit. To even think they included Yasuke in that is fucking embarrassing to mankind. Sael is like this, talking about this. What what do Anthem, Mass Effect, Andromeda, Dragon Age, Veilguard, and Yōtei all have in common? Same senior writer, infected. I'm telling you, the industry is infected with these people. Um, yeah, senior writer. So people are like, it doesn't matter that Erika Ishii is a woke feminist. That has nothing to do with the video game. Trust me. They putting people like her in fucking charge. They definitely know that this is she is up to absolutely no good in there. And the senior writer, dumbass DEI fucking people, that they're gonna be talking about all kinds of shit about that in there. I want to see what is actually in there, and I'll be absolutely floored if there's no wokeness, there's no messages about femininity or a non-binary or gayness or a lesbian relationship or a black side character or an anti-ICE message about immigration. I would be absolutely floored about if that's not in there. But there's a lot of PlayStation woke shills out there, and people like Cammy. Ghost of Yōtei will feature a Watabi mode, which plays Yo-Fi hip hop as you explore. Yeah, that's some woke fucking nonsense there, moron. It's wild they made Yōtei a protagonist, Asian pole jack. It's like he does kind of look like that. Her, she's got that dead look in her face that's just like woke. I'm woke. Ugh, that picture gets me every time. Is that bruise or paint? I never. It looks like a bruise there and there, and it's just ugh, just absolutely foul person, Erika Ishii. She is. She's a bitch. Now PlayStation. I don't know when does this game come out. PlayStation is probably it's probably pretty soon. October. So not for a long fucking time. Ghost of Yōtei is gonna be a long fucking time. But they have this weird push lately. I don't know what the hell PlayStation is up to, but here we'll see. You'll see here. I don't know what they're up to. Maybe they were trying to test the waters of there's got to be some people out there in PlayStation analytical department they're a little bit nervous on, what the temperament is like, because you have like the Tsushima fans, you have Yōtei. It's like, is it gonna be better than Ghost of Tsushima? Is it gonna be a little less, or is it gonna be way less? And I think that they're testing the waters a little bit to see. They pinned a comment about they pinned this about thing. 9.2k likes, 2.8 million views. Those are great numbers. Look at this one. 281k views, 9.3 likes. Not a bad ratio, but truly that is not like, you would expect if every single one of these 281 people viewing this were going to buy this, you'd expect those numbers to be in the 50k like, 30k like, that those are very, very low numbers of likes for such a monumental, supposedly monumental things. And I think that whatever their idea is up on this, there's got to be a few inclinations in business people's mind and PlayStation studios that like, we probably would have made more money if we just done another like male samurai character. It's like there's got to be someone counting these metrics of all this shit, and it's funny. Look at that one. Oh, I guess they only released that 31 minutes ago. But look at all they've just been spamming the absolute shit out of Yōtei on all this. That's a Death Stranding one. So they realistically look at that. Look at that tiny amount of likes that one got from 20 hours ago. It's 164 comments. And if you go into here, you will get gamers. Can we play as Jin again? Sucker, no. Gamers, can we at least create our character? Haha, no. It's like I'm telling you, man. People are screaming for a feudal Japan, oblivion-like adventure. Everybody will, of course, look at these feminists. Will be like, you don't know what you want. You can't make a game about where you create your own character and make a story. Like they're just absolute shills. The empowered girl boss making your woke samurai game. And these people clearly were just given, here's a free gaming pass, here you get into the industry. I would have to work a million times harder than these women for an opportunity to work at these gaming studios. Maybe their husband knows someone who works in the industry, and now they're saying is guaranteed you have all the people in the back actually making the game as like hard coding dudes, like fucking who are like university degree graduates, like sitting in the background actually programming and making all the models and shit. And then you have these women, they come in with their coffee and they sit down at their desk and write a few emails and go up to some guy's art station, say maybe we should change that, like that's how this shit works. Like, that's how these feminists operate. hmm And look at every single one of these are negative. So they're testing the waters. PlayStation Studios is testing the waters and seeing that people are really, really not liking this as much as they had hoped. There should be glowing praises for this release, but you're getting a lot of negativity. Ghost of Yōtei, Yōtei. And then you get shills like this who go, top gaming, best game ever. You know, I like chicks in video games. These are the fucking retards in the gaming industry. We won't stop playing. Oh my god, look at let's see the comments here. Who the fuck is we? Look at this fight. There's gonna be a fight on this one. The majority, moron. Not the lefty kids who simp. Wait a second. What? So this person says we won't be playing. This person says, okay, I see it. I thought he said we won't stop playing, but no, he said majority of that. So yeah, I know. Couldn't be me. I'll be playing this peak day one. Ugh. You'll be paying the peak day one, moron. Look at the guy's fucking face. Peak, peak gaming, bro. One like, peak gaming, bro. So and it's funny, and you get a lot of these people who are coming out of the woodwork to defend this game, not because it's the best samurai game ever, not because they're overly interested in it, not because they really care about the series, not because they're the biggest Tsushima fan in the world, just simply because they're there to white knight for women. Keep cooking, PlayStation. You know, it's always very odd how whenever there's a woke feminist, there's always some black dude comes out of the woodwork to defend it. It's the left side, you know. You get a woke game coming out of the fucking woodwork. They absolutely shits all over the players, and then you get some random black dude comes out of absolutely fucking nowhere to say this is the best thing ever. Fuck all those incels, you know, like, and that's just what they do. Woke TLC. I told you. I told you, it's exactly like that. So you get a lot of this. See what I mean? They just keep doing that. 2.6k likes to 247k views. Yorch is all over this one. So basically we're assassins now, but with vibes and side quests instead of morals. I'm addicted to my PlayStation. God, does that ever sound like a botted post or what? Is that not a bot? That is an OnlyFans ad if I've ever seen one. Non-binary. The classic. Now, Ghost of Yōtei looking like a fucking disaster. For sure it's got the anti-woke crowd. You get to play as non-binary potato this time. That's such a good one. Amazing Yōtei post. Which was actually comment on that one. That was a good one. Firm but whole. That's an amazing comment. But you get to play as a non-binary potato. Uh, amazing comment, firm but whole. Ghosts of girl bosses, yeah, no kidding. So I think what PlayStation is starting to realize is that they thought they could just squeak this one in there. You know, Tsushima, major brand, feudal Japan, people love. They just open Ghost of Tsushima EXE editor, make this, and people would be all over it. Not the woke thing really hurt ya. Now, will it still sell a good amount? Maybe. You know, PlayStation shills, there's a lot of them. They'll just buy whatever's the newest PlayStation, and there are a good amount of them who are, you know, but we're not seeing great numbers here. We're not seeing great numbers from PlayStation on this shit. Oh, you get to cook with your horse and play banjo. Talk about your feelings. So it's all funny stuff, honestly. Like, it's still a fucking long time before it comes out. Like, nobody's gonna give a shit. But after all the dust settles from all the fights online, there's gonna be some, there's guaranteed to be some funny shit here. This was their big one. and this is their big post. 407K view, 5. Look at the ratio of likes that. You think that would get 30, 60 something K, but like a very overwhelming majority of people that viewed this post didn't even care to like it, didn't care to view it, didn't care to retweet it. Now, the wokest website in the fucking internet, Reddit, of course, is all over this game. Let's see what they have to say, but even they can't even capture the interest in this game. Uh, Top controversial. You always go to the controversial on Reddit to see the real truth. Gonna be game of the year. Dude, Claire Obscure is gonna be the game of the year beyond a shadow of doubt. To even think that this would take that over, there's absolutely no fucking way. Way to ruin immersion. Holy fucking peak. Oh hell yeah. Is the game related to Ghost of Tsushima? It's set in the same world, but 100 years in it, so kind of. I want to call it a sequel, but I don't think that's technically correct. It's a fucking sequel. What are you talking about, idiot? Game looks beautiful. It's definitely not worth $70. It's too similar to Ghost of Tsushima. Prices need to go down. Yeah, that's true. What they should have done for Tsushima sequel, they should have given you a character creator. I don't know, maybe make you be able to be all races. You could be white, you could be Asian, you could be black, you could be anybody you want, and then just have like you as this lone conqueror arriving in an unknown boat somewhere. Just do that. Make an Oblivion but feudal Japan. It's a great idea, but they just will not do it. It's fucked, isn't it? Yeah, it is fucked.